Morning, this is Kay White, and no, I haven't dyed my hair blue, but it's still cold this morning. I'm here in the park after having a really kind of glam evening yesterday up in the city, and it's so special to be able to walk and be quiet. But here's the thing, it occurred to me this morning as I was just walking along, there's so much that you can hear if you are quiet. The woods this morning are really noisy. There was woodpecker, there's cuckoos, there's all sorts of critters, there's the dog spells, there's the breeze, there's all sorts of things that you don't hear. Morning Hollyberry, morning Fiona. Yes, I have got good morning, nice to see you. And my point was how easy it is to overlook what's actually going on around you if you don't listen closely. And I hosted a call recently with a group of clients where we focused on your listening skills, listening more deeply for connection. And one of the things that it's so easy to do is to think that you have to have a smart comment, or you have to have a, hey morning Lisa, that you have to have a smart comment, or that you're kind of listening to respond. And you know what that's like. You're hearing what the person's saying, and you're thinking, oh yes, oh, I know that, or yes, I must tell you about this, that and the other. When in fact you're not really listening to the subtleties of what they're saying. And so on this call we shared, and it's something that's actually in my book, The A to Z of Being Understood, under L for Listen. I shared a strategy that I use when I'm working closely with clients that stops me. I'm just watching my hounds, as you can possibly see there, disappear into the distance. It's a strategy I use to really listen more closely. And I know Fiona knows this. It's to repeat every single thing, every single word that the person says to you, you repeat it in your head. So you really follow the thread of what they're saying. You don't have to like it, you don't have to agree with it, you don't have to even want to comment on it if you don't want to. But the point of doing that is it slows down that voice in your own head that's like, oh, I've got to know this, or I don't believe that, or what am I going to say here? And by listening and following along with what the person's saying, whatever you think about it, when it comes to your turn, if you want to speak, or when you want to ask another question, which is invariably the first thing you'll do because you'll be interested and you'll be on the same page, it shows that you've been really listening, and it helps you to really understand the other person. Because one of the best books I read when I first started out on this journey of self-development and professional development for myself first of all, was a book by Stephen Covey called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And habit number 5 is seek first to understand. And you can't understand first if you haven't listened. And I suppose my perfectly imperfect moment of inspiration with my rather dodgy hat, as I can see, but I have to say it's very warm and my hair's under a ponytail. My point of this is that if you can really hear someone first, it takes away so much of the noise in your own head. It makes you so much more present, slows down all that voice that says, oh, I should know this, or actually this, or I could top that, or oh, let me. And you know how some people interrupt you before you've even finished? That starts to break connection. It starts to irritate the other person. Well, Lisa, I'm glad you agree. I mean, I don't know if those of you who are on here with me, if you have any other strategies that you would like to share about how you listen more deeply. But one of the things I would put to you today, and it's a kind of one of my dares, is just try what I said. Even, you know, in a personal relationship with your children, listen to every single word they say, repeat it in your head so you stay with them rather than try and finish the sentence and jump to a conclusion or jump to fixing. Because often, we certainly as women, we don't need to be fixed all the time. We need to be heard, we need to be listened to, which is why so often when men say who want to fix things, oh well, that's obvious, you need to do this. So actually I just needed you to listen to me. So for us to do the same is such a gift that we can give someone. So anyway, I am going to keep quietly walking along, listening to the woods and what's going on here, and finding my dogs who are somewhere around here, and wish you a great rest of your day. But try this. And I am going to come back, and if anyone has any comments or they've tried it and see what happens, then please do. And by the way, I can reassure you, I have still got my hair under here, but my Cossack hat keeps my head warm. Anyway, until the next time, bye for now.